Hey guys, welcome to this section. In this section, we are going to read about implementation of linked list in C. I am Suvendu from Easy Programming. Let's start the topic. Yes. So, what is operation in linked list? What type of operation we can do with linked list? We can insert a node, we can delete a node, we can printing all the nodes, and many more other things are here. Like we can reverse a node, we can reversely print a node. That things we can do in your own. After viewing this tutorial, I think all of you will able to do all the things. So in case 1, what is inserting a node? Okay, the case 1 is when head is null or inserting a first element. Okay, so here our head variable which is used to track our linked list, it's null, and let's create another variable called it temp. It's this block is created at dynamic memory. So the address of is 302, and in the next variable we have stored your null. Okay, as you know, all of you know, linked list contains two blocks. One is for storing the value, and another is for is the storing the address of next variable. Okay, so see, so how the things are working. So we just simply replace the address of first variable with the head variable. Okay, so 302 is replaced here. So when someone calls head, head will point to the first variable. This is our first node. Okay, this is simple, nothing more to say. Okay, inserting a node at beginning. Okay, like this is a linked list. This is head variable. It contains the address of it contains the address 302, which is the address of first variable. In 302 we can say that 2 is stored, and the next address is 406. So we'll move to the 406. Yes, in 406 6 is stored, and the next address in the next address place there is 208. So we'll move to the 208. In 208 is stored, and then the next place there is null. So that means there is the end of linked list. So our problem is inserting 9 at the beginning. So I have to build this link between, I have to cut this link and build a link between a head and this variable, and a link between this variable, temp variable, and with 2, that is 302, this node. Okay, so let's see how can you do that. First we have to copy the value of 302 with temp variable. Previously it was null. We have to first copy, previously it was null. First we have to copy 302 with this temp variable. Okay, then what can I do? When I write 302 here, this will automatically point to the this node. Okay, then we'll store the address of this temp variable with the head variable. Okay, then this link will be cut, automatically cut, and this link will be created. So this is simple. First things we have to copy. First things what we have done here, we have to copy 302 with this. Then 507 will be goes here. Okay, these things are happening. 302 is copied, so this link is built. Then we have written 507, so this link is cut and this link is built. Okay, because 507 points to the head node contains 507, so 507 points to the this place, and this place contains 302, so 302 will point to the 2. So in the next place 406, and like on, moving on. Okay, this is simple. So yeah, I have shown here what was created here in temp 804, and a variable is 7 and null, and temp2 is 507. Okay, this is our case 3. In case 3 we are inserting a node at nth position. Okay, so according to our problem we have to insert a node. You have to insert a node at third position, and the value will be 7. Okay, so normally a node is created. We call it as temp variable. So in temp we have stored the address of this 408. So this temp variable point to the this node 7, and null. This is created. And what is our first step to insert a node at nth position? First we have to move to the n minus 2th position. Okay, here we want to insert a node at third position. So what should our first step? We have to first traverse from the head node to 3 minus 2, that means first node. Okay, this one is the first node, this one is the second node, this one is the third node, but we want to replace this one with this one, and this one will be our fourth node, this one will be our fifth node. Okay, so we have created a temp variable 2 which is equal to the head variable. Okay, so that will be replaced with 302. What is 302? 302 is the address of first variable. That's why we can travel. Okay, we are traveling here from head node to the first node. So first temp2 contains the head address. First temp2 contains the address of first variable 507. Then temp2 contains the address of second node, that is 302. Okay, yes, this links is built. Okay, 507 then 302. What is 302? 302 is the address of this node. Okay, then actually we are doing this by using this line, like let me show you quickly. Yes, temp2 is equal to temp2 dot next. Okay, temp2 is 507, so 507 is point to this node. 507 next, what is 507 next? 507 next will be 302. So 302 is written, 302 is written now here. Then we'll again continue with the loop. What is 302 dot next? 302 dot next 406. So yes, it will only loop at one time. 302 is not will be in 406, but because it will traverse only one time, because I have already mentioned that 3 minus 2 is 1, so our loop will continue only one time. Okay, so we'll traverse from head node to this node. Okay, we are reaching temp2 as 3. Then our next step is to temp1 next is equal to temp2 next. Okay, what is temp1? What is temp2? Let's see. Temp1 is 804. What is temp1? I have told you that temp1 is this node's address, and in this place we will store temp2 dot next. What is our temp2? Temp2 is 302. 302 points to this place, so 302 dot next, what is it? 406. So 406 will be printed here. Yes, 406 is printed here. So when 406 is here, it will automatically point to this node. Okay, now the next thing is we have to cut this link and build the link between this node and this node. Okay, how can I do that? By replacing this this node this value with 804. Okay, so this can be done using temp2 dot next. Temp2 is 302. What is 302? The address of this node. This node dot next is equal to temp1. Temp1 contains 804. So 406 will be replaced with 804. Okay, now that's it. The link is cut and this link is built. Inserting a node is simple. Okay, let's move towards our implementation part. So okay, let's do one thing. Yes, how this is our inserting a node. Yes, what we have seen there. uh, Head is null and temp2 is temp2 is 2 and null. Okay, temp is 2 and null. So like that we have to create a struct variable first. I've mentioned it in the previous video that we have to use struct and malloc function. So let's create struct node. Okay, this our node contains two blocks. One is for storing the integer and another block is for storing the another variable is for storing the pointer. So we'll create int I call it var. Then another is type of pointer. So the pointer is type of node type, so I mention it here. Let me call it next. Okay, so like you declare a pointer of type int star int star p. Why you mention here int? Because you want to store the address of the variable which is type of int. Here we want to make a pointer of type node, so that's why I mention here struct node. And the first step is to make our let's make a head variable and make it null. Okay, so how can you do that? struct node, then star, then head. That's simple. There is no node, head is null, so let's make head. Yes, now I think you can see it easily. Yes, head is null. So we have to create a temporary variable and create a block in dynamic memory to store the value. Okay, Windows plus tab. So let's create a variable and call it temp. Temp will be type of our pointer. So what is type of pointer? It will be type of our structure pointer. Structure node, it will be a pointer, so I'll mention it here. Then to create a block in dynamic memory, I have to use malloc function. A malloc function takes the sizeof operator. Sizeof will be struct node size, and we have to use name typecasting here. So in typecasting we have to convert it to node type. Yes, that's things. We have successfully created a temp variable. Okay, and now what we have to do, we have to store the 2 in the temp variable and null in the next. Okay, temp next. So how can you do that? We can do that by let's create a function insert in which we will do all the operations. Okay, let's do it here. Then in the next things, in the next I think making a insert function will be better. Okay, so let's make an insert function and then pass the position and then the value. Okay, so here let's make a function void call insert. It will take 2 argument. One is a position argument and another is a variable argument. I call it data. So these things, and let me move this line to that. Okay, the line is moved to this. Then I have to store that value. Okay, so now int var is equal to what is the hello data. Int var is your data and temp var is equal to it's not var, this will be our next. Okay, this will be our next is equal to null. Okay, as you can see, we have to do and null. And what is your next step? Our next step is to replace head with the address of this. Okay, temp contains the address of this. Temp variable contains the address of that block, so we can simply write if if head is equal to and null, then we can simply give make our head variable to store the address of our temp variable. So the address of that block is stored in the temp, so I can directly mention it. then we have to return it. Okay, return. Then I have to print that whether the 2 is stored in our first position or not. How can I print that? Okay, let's make a print statement, printf, then percentage d. Okay, this capital, okay, the small d. Then make it's a head node, it's pointing to the first node, so first node, the address of first node is contained in the head value, so we can directly write head dot where. Okay, let's print it. Something is missing here. Yes, we have done a simple mistake. Okay, let's see. Yes, 2 is printed. I don't know you can see it or not, but it's 2 is there. Just I don't know how to zoom it. Yes, 2 is printed. Okay, then our first case is complete. Then in our second case, insert a node at the beginning. Okay, so we can do that. Insert a node at the beginning. Okay, so if position is equal to 1, that means you want to insert a node at the beginning. So I can write it here. Else if yes, position equal to 1, that means you want to store a node at the beginning. Previously there is a node and you want to replace that node with your node. Okay, so what is the things you will do? Let's yes, insert a node at the beginning. What we have done here, first create a variable and call it temp and store our data in that. Okay, we have done that. We have created a temp variable and store our data. Then what is the next step? The next step is to copy the head variable with the temp variable, temp next variable. Okay, so we'll copy the temp next is equal to head. Okay, head is copied. Then what is the next step? The next is the link will be built automatically. Then 507 is automatically copied with head. Okay, then this link is cut, this link will be made. The temp variable head will be contain the address of this block. The address of this block is stored in temp variable in our case. So our head will be our temp. Okay, the link is now built. If I want to print the now, if I want to insert first position 4, so what will happen? Let's see. Yes, you can say that 4 is printed our first node. It is your first node. I have simply write head pointing towards its variable, so 4 is printed. You can see 4 is printed. So our second step is also completed. What is our third step? Insert a node at nth position. Okay, so let's move towards the yes, inserting a node at nth position. So what should we do? We have to create, or we can use this statement to first we have to traverse from n minus 2 n minus 1's node. If we want a third position, then we have to move towards n minus nth position, that is first node. Then we can then we can build all the links. So first let's create some nodes. Okay, let's create insert okay, onto, let make it second node and make it third node. Yes, okay, control alt, yes. So what is your first step? We have to traverse. For traversing we have created a variable and make it as head. Okay, creating a variable and copy the value of head. Okay, not making it as a head. So how can I create? We have to create another pointer variable, struct node star. Let's call it as temp 3. Okay, let's call it a temp 2. and this will be our head value. Okay, let's call I, let's loop I equals 0, I less than what I said, we have to n minus 2. Okay, position minus 2, then I plus plus, then then move. Yeah, this statement will be in loop, so that I can traverse through all of that. Yes, 302, then the link is built like this, so I have to mention this text in there. Okay, so temp2 is equal to temp2 dot next. Okay, after that what I have to do? After that what I have to do, I have show you that temp1 dot next is equal to temp2 dot next. Yes, what these things done? These things do the build a link between this variable and this variable. Then I have to execute this statement. For first execute, let's execute this statement, so that a link is built between our newly created variable and the existing variable, the existing third position variable. Okay, so how can I do that? We have to create a temp. That's what is our variable, what was in that case. Actually this thing should be in our insert node, I forgot. Control X. Okay, yes. uh, our variable is temp variable, so temp dot next equal to, yes, temp2 dot next, temp2 dot next. Then what is our next things we have to do? The next thing we have to do is to build a link between this node and this node. Okay, so let's build a link between this node and this node. Okay, this node is built by using the temp2 dot next equal to temp1. Okay, so temp2 next is equal to temp1. Okay, I think these things are done here. Now it's time for printing the values. Now it's time for printing the values. Okay, so let's create 9268. Okay, let's take this example, 9268. 926. Okay, 9268. 9 2 and 6. Okay, 6. Then insert at fourth position, that is 8. Okay, okay, so I've taken this examples for to show you, and we have to insert 7 at third position. Okay, yeah, insert 7 at third position. Okay, struct node temp. Okay, now all the things are done. So now how can I know that, how can I print a linked list, let's say? So let's quickly make a function for linked list. I think the video is going long, so just stay tuned. I'll finish it in a bit. Void print. Yes, the print function. Let's create a variable called temp struct struct node, and this is our call it. Let's call it a temp3 variable, which is point to our head node, because by tracing our head node we can trace our all linked list variables. So while what can I do right here? While our while our temp3 is not null, while our temp3 is not equal to null, while our temp3 is not equal to null, we will print yes, it should actually print f. Okay, print %d space here, and I have to write temp3 comma where. Okay, then temp3 dot, then temp3 will be temp3 dot next. Okay, this will print all our statements. So let's see. Okay, we did not give a semicolon here. Okay, we just made a simple mistake. Control Z. It's actually temp. I've done a lot of mistakes. Okay. So there is a simple mistake. I have done that. So let me clear that mistake. So here the first argument is our position argument, and the second argument is our value argument. So here I mentioned that position at 7, but actually we have to do that 7 is our value and position is our third position. Okay, that is the simple mistake. I have done that. So in 3 and 7. Okay, let's control here. Okay, this is a print function. We have did that. So let's make these things clear. 7 third position, and 7 is the value which we want to insert. Now one thing we can do here is we can simply return from here. When we want to import the first node, then this block of code will also execute, but we want to execute when position is equal to 1. We want to execute just 2 lines, not whole the lines. So after the 2 lines we can return our cursor. Okay, that's why we should have mentioned return here. And one more thing, let's print our statement. So let's give it a print. The print function will print our linked list. So let's see. Yes, 92768, 7 is inserted in third position. First let comment this line. Yes. Okay, let's see what is your linked list now. Our linked list now is 9, 2, 6 and 8. Okay, in third position 6 is there. If I want to insert 7 in the third position, 6 will be automatically moved towards fourth position. Here I have again inserted in third position 6. Previously in third position 6 was there. Now in third position 7 is there. So let's give it a try. Okay, now 7 is there, 6 is moved to the fourth position, 8 to the 5th position. That's it for the video. Let's meet at next video where I can show you how to delete element from the linked list. I don't know how this video goes such a long time, so let's bring it at an end. So goodbye friends.